"30 days before Vilam and his crew departed for Canaan, Hortu, Reed, and Kuzal arrive at the gates of MADAKTU on the 25th day of their 12-day journey from Larsa. Hortu approaches the city gates in her chariot. An Elamite guard loudly and firmly addresses Hortu in Elamite. Hortu continues forward. The guards approach Hortu's chariot. One guard shouts at Hortu. Hortu stops her chariot. She says, "What the hell? I can't understand a word coming out of your mouth." Elamite guard shouts. Hortu says, "Can't you speak Akkadian like a civilized person?" A concerned Reed says, "What's going on up there? Hortu's gonna get us killed, just watch." The guard waves Hortu away from the gate. Hortu says, "What is that supposed to mean?" A man dressed in Elamite civilian attire named MADAKTU approaches the guard and speaks to the guard in a normal tone. Then MADAKTU addresses Hortu in Akkadian. "Hello, my name is MADAKTU. I'm the gate steward. I'm happy to coordinate your activities, MADAKTU, and make sure you enjoy your visit." Hortu says, "Finally, someone that can communicate like a human being." Reed dismounts his cart and approaches MADAKTU. He says, "I'm in charge of this caravan. You'll have to excuse Hortu. She can be a little rambunctious." MADAKTU says, "I understand. Be assured, visitors are welcome. But before I can help you, I need to know who you are, where you are from, and the purpose of your visit." Reed says, "I'm a merchant from Maruk. These are my companions. I'm searching for a man named Stellum Van Alam, a bronzesmith involved with the copper and tin trade." MADAKTU says, "Oh yes, everybody in MADAKTU knows Stellum Van Alam. I can bring you to him. But be aware that carts and horses are not allowed in the city except in the morning to deliver and pick up goods. Please park your carts and horses over there. There's an attendant for your horses and guard. For your horses. There is an attendant to care for your horses and guard your belongings for a fee. If you don't want to pay the fee, it would be wise for you to stay out here until sunrise." Reed says, "Okay." Reed and Hortu move their carts and horses to the parking area. The attendant services the horses. The Elamite guard speaks in Elamite. MADAKTU says, "The guard asks if it is necessary for the lady to take a spear into the city." Hortu says, "I'm a vulnerable woman. I need it for self-defense. I don't go anywhere without my spear." The Elamite guard again speaks in Elamite. "If the guard is comfortable, you are harmless. Just don't use your spear for nefarious purposes." Hortu says, "I swear to Enki, Enlil, Inanna, and all the rest of the goddamn gods that I won't kill anybody with it." MADAKTU says, "Well, alright then." MADAKTU says, "Stellum has an office on Main Street. If you're lucky, he'll still be there. Follow me." Reed, Hortu, and Kuzal follow MADAKTU down the main street to a dimly lit shop. MADAKTU says, "Stellum, are you in there?" Stellum appears at the threshold and says, "Yes, MADAKTU. You have some visitors from Maruk." "Thanks, show them in." Stellum says, "Reed, is that you?" Reed says, "In the flesh." Stellum and Reed greet and shake hands. Stellum says, "This is fantastic. It's great to see that you're okay. Come in, have a seat, relax. Your friends too." They all take a seat around Stellum's desk. Stellum says, "How's your father?" "Mead is doing well." "How's the tin trade?" "Non-existent. 30 days ago, landslides blocked key mountain trade passes. They're still being cleared." Reed says, "I was surprised to see you in town proper. Vilam said you live in a cave in the mountains." Stellum says, "Our family has a cave. Vilam was born there. It is quite luxurious, but it's a day's walk from here. It's convenient for me to stay in town for business. I can show you if you stay long enough. Anyways, why don't you young ladies introduce yourselves?" Hortu says, "I'm Hortu, a retired pleasure therapist. I'm rich now. I have 5 spears, 2 horses, and a chariot, and a box of treasure." I had 6 spears, but I shoved one up the asshole of a Lagash soldier, and he ran off with it. I don't want it back. It's covered in Lagash shit. MADAKTU says, well, what about that one? Portia says, that's Kuzao. She hasn't said a word since I punted her boyfriend's head down the street in Larsa. What? Never mind, it's a long story. Stellum is nonplussed and says, enough with the pleasantries. There must have been a bizarre set of circumstances to bring you all the way here. I'm sure you didn't come all this way for a little chat. Reed says, let's just say the situation in Uruk became untenable. Stellum says, yeah, we kind of already know. Huh? Word travels far. There are rumors, credible rumors. Reed says, what rumors? Stellum says, MADAKTU, tell them the story going around town. MADAKTU says, word is Inanna expected a human sacrifice, a particular sacrifice of a particular subject, and did not receive what she wanted. What we heard is that the son of a rich merchant was slated for sacrifice by the Uruk priest to slake Inanna's thirst for human blood. The sacrifice's father plotted to rescue his son. He sent Uruk men to dig up corpses in Lagash. They found 2 they could use to replace the sacrifice on a temple maiden complicit in the plot. They loaded them into a chariot and took them back to Uruk. The conspirators tried to kill the loyal temple maiden and rescued the sacrifice. And the replacements were burned instead. According to the priests, Inanna will destroy Babylonia unless the rightful sacrifice is burned. The Elamite warlords see this as an opportunity to conquer a Babylonia weakened by the will of Inanna once and for all. The only thing that can stop it would be if the sacrifice is burned, but everyone in Elam will do all in their power to prevent that from happening. Stellum says, the rumor, Reed, is that you were the intended sacrifice, and the king and bishop of Babylonia believe you escaped and are searching for you so that you may be sacrificed to save Babylonia. Your father's friendship with Bishop will not stop them. MADAKTU says, you can be a hero of Elam if you save your life and betray Babylonia. Stellum says, if you're worried about the consequences of betraying Babylonia, look at it this way. My sons fought against Elam and Assyria in wars on behalf of Babylonia, and my oldest son died fighting a nonsensical war. To the gods, it would have made no difference which side he died for. Who controls the state matters not to the gods, only to those who control the state. Some believe we do not guide fate, we play into its hands. Greed, envy, hunger, lust, ambition, fear, love, cruelty, survival are the strings by which it controls us. If Babylonia is destroyed, you will be able to safely return to Uruk, and you may be rewarded by the powers in Elam. Reed says, well, what are you going to do? I plan to stay in Elam for the time being. But Vilam is waiting for you in Uruk. Stellum says, he is scary smart enough to make the choices that fate directs, with or without my presence to guide him. I'm sure that you have all had enough of this day. Can you set them up for the night, MADAKTU? He says, yes. I can offer you a bath, meal, and comfortable lodgings for a fee. I am sure that you are tired and hungry. Plus you stink.